All right, and welcome to Officer Oil. I'm your host, Scott McAdoo. I'm a police first responder in Maryland. I currently work community outreach for a local department in Maryland, and I'm also a certified AMSOIL dealer. When I'm not fighting crime, I am fighting friction. So I'm here working on a really good friend's 2018 F150 with the 2.7 liter V6 turbo EcoBoost, and he wanted to get upgraded to AMSOIL. Smart man. And so what we're doing today is first we're going to add the gasoline PI fuel treatment. We're going to put that in, then we're going to move on to the AMSOIL Signature Series oil, and then add put the AMSOIL oil filter on there. So let's go ahead and move around and get the fuel treatment installed. So the AMSOIL gasoline PI Performance Improver fuel additive is phenomenal. It is a must. Today's pump gas they've cut out, to keep the cost down, they've cut out a lot of those good cleaners in there, so just to keep those prices down. So what this does is we want to add this into the fuel system every 4,000 miles. And by doing that, it's going to do several wonderful things. It's going to clean the combustion chamber, clean the valves, clean the injectors, just everything that you're not quite getting in all your pump gas these days. So every 4,000 miles, and this here you can see, it'll kick up fuel economy as much as 5.7%. I'll show you on the back. And just does an outstanding job at cleaning up those performance robbing deposits. And treats dump it in when the tank is full. The tank is full, and then run it down until it's completely empty, and it'll treat up to 30 gallons of fuel. So let's go ahead and get that dumped in. We've also added a nice long neck, because all these capless systems, it's a little bit harder to put in with our older bottles. So we've wised up and we put the new bottle in there, or we've redesigned the bottle. So let's pop it off. Got a little pull tab right here. Dump that in, or pull that out, and then just pop it in. Glug, 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 glug. All right. Let that get in there. And this truck only has about 12,000, I think it's 12,499 miles that were on this truck. So shouldn't be too terrible with all those deposits, but it's going to keep it clean. It's going to keep it the way it was when it was brand new. So that's the advantage there. Rather than coming to me with 150,000 miles of deposits, let's just keep it clean so we can run at peak efficiency. So that's it. So we got that dumped in. Then we're going to move back around front. We're going to start changing the oil. All right, so first good thing to do before we get down and start pulling the plug out is just to unscrew the oil fill port cap. So that way we can get that airflow just to help it drive it, or help it dump out. So let's get that thing out. And then I also like to just pop the dipstick. Just pop it. You don't have to take it out. But now that that's open, I'm going to move underneath the truck and go in and pull out that drain plug. Okay, so to get to the oil drain plug, I had to take off this guard here. It was real easy. They were just 4 fasteners, but a little extra added protection that Ford stuck on there just to keep a lot of that debris from getting up here and damaging things. So you just have to pop that down. Now your oil drain plug is right here. It's this new fancy yellow plug. You can see that right there. So that guy right there, it's just a real easy twist and pull. So go ahead and pull that out and let all that old oil drain out. Okay, got it out, and what a mess. Oh my gosh. Good thing I'm using some cardboard, right? That came out a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Plus this bar here, I hope they make some sort of guard that you can use to prevent that from splashing. But we caught most of it, which was a good idea, which is a good thing. But let's let that drain. It wasn't going down very fast because my plug fell down in the hole. All right, so that's draining out. Again, most of it got caught on here. Now that I need to go take a shower and get cleaned up from the oil change, but hey, that's what it's all about. Getting a little dirty, having fun, protecting your truck. Okay, so next, oil's draining out, dripping out. Cardboard caught most of it. So I'm gonna come up here, we're gonna put our new oil filter on. So to do that, need a 27 mil socket. All right, 27 mil. It's a cartridge style, it's up top, a lot easier, a lot cleaner. So just come in here. All right, so just hook up here, 27 mil. Unscrew that. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay, here's your old filter. All right. So you just pop that out. Go ahead and get rid of this old filter, and then we'll be putting in the AMSOIL synthetic filter. All right, so what we're using is the AMSOIL synthetic nanofiber oil filter. Outstanding filter. It's going to give you 99% efficiency at 20 microns. And what that is, a micron is essentially just the size of the hole in the filters that allow the oil to flow through but also catch the contaminant. So 99% efficient at 20 microns, which 20 microns is kind of an industry standard. To give you a comparison with the Advantage, where your typical, say like a Wix filter or maybe a Donaldson filter, which are very good quality OEM style filters, but they're only about 50% efficient at 20 microns. So 50% efficient versus 99% efficient. So what that's going to do, by having the synthetic nanofiber filter media, you're going to get maximum oil flow, but you're also going to catch the most amount of contaminant, going to hold more contaminant than the competitors. So the 15,000 mile Advantage, which is great, which is going to complement the AMSOIL oil, so you don't have to get in there and change a filter at the halfway point. So comes here in a nice sealed up, packaged up, all right, with the plastic. We're going to get that out, and then it also comes with, if I can get it out, there it comes. And they're always nice to throw in the new gaskets. So over here, so we have the two gaskets here, 1, 2. They're really hard to see, they're black. I really like the AMSOIL filters because they're red, so you can easily see them to know to replace those, as well as the new rubber gasket right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get those guys popped off, put the new ones on, lube them up, put the filter back in. All right, so got the old gaskets off, rubber gaskets off. This one was a little tricky, ended up popping, actually broke when I was taking it off, but that's okay. I've got new ones right here. So before we stick them on, I want to get them nice and wet. Just get them oiled up, just so it makes a nice tighter seal. So pull these two out, just open up our liquid gold here, stick my finger down in there, and just wet these gaskets all up. All right, so let me slide down the first one. Number 1, number 2. Again, I do love the color. See, it's clear. We all clearly see that those are the gaskets. Lubing that up. And this one just right over the tip. Okay, got the new gaskets on, have them all oiled up. The new AMSOIL synthetic nanofiber oil filter just slides right on, pops right on. Okay, so then we come back over here, pop it back in. All right, push it right down in there. Here we go. Tighten it back up. There we go, almost there. All right, just snug that up. No need to crank it down. All right, oil filter is done. Oil filter good for 15,000 miles. All right, so I'm down just to a slow little drip. Wipe some things down a bit. Got my plug, took my gasket, lubed that up, and just stick it back in and twist. Righty tighty. There we go. There we go, easy there. So now, let me move my pan out the way, and then I'm going to grab some of the parts cleaner and just hit everything a quick shot of the parts cleaner to clean up all that oil. All right, so AMSOIL is best known for oil and filters, but we have so many other great products, and one thing is our new brake and parts cleaner. Great thing, I always keep a case laying around. I use it all the time just to clean off oil and gum and residue and all that junk that's on there. So had a little bit of splatter here. The advantage of this, it dries very quickly, doesn't leave any residue. It's a chlorinated formula. It's very high pressure, so just going to, we want to watch our eyes, Make sure I should be wearing my safety glasses. All right. And just get any of that oil that came out, that oil that dripped onto that bar. So give it a quick wipe. Then I'll be moving back up top and installing the AMSOIL. And lastly, I'll do it later. I'll end up putting back the guard back on here. Again, just 4 fasteners, real easy. So, all right, moving back up top. Everything's hooked back up. Got oil filter, oil drain plug, got my funnel. Good thing I always like to do, just hit it with the parts cleaner. Sometimes you get a little dust and everything in there. So just hit it with that, just to clean it up so that none of those, any pieces of dirt or sand or anything like that, fall down into the engine. So quick wipe just to prep it. That, again, this drives so fast, so fast. All right, all nice and clean. All right, time to upgrade to that liquid gold. So the AMSOIL Signature Series motor oil. This is our top of the line, absolute best flagship product. So we have 3 different levels of protection. We have a good, better, best synthetic, all outstanding synthetics, but this is perfect for somebody who says they just demand the best protection. So it's what I use in all of my vehicles and what I recommend to all of my best friends and clients and family and all the above. So this oil, 100% synthetic, and it's guaranteed up to 25,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first, okay? If you open it up here on the back, okay, shows a little bit about it. So some of those benefits, and then it breaks down kind of what normal service is and what severe service is, okay? So around here in Maryland, it's a parking lot almost everywhere. The Beltway, Baltimore, I mean, it's stop and go, the Bay Bridge. So we've defined it in, we broke it down in 2 different services, normal and severe. In my opinion, almost everything around here in Maryland is severe. So that's your excessive idling, short trip driving, if you're just going back and forth to the store, sitting in traffic, stop, go, stop, go. It's very, very hard on oil. So even that is still good for up to 15,000 miles, 1 year, or 700 hours, whichever comes first. And we can guarantee that in my police car, in a taxi cab, in somebody who's hauling, plowing, towing. So, and it's also going to complement the oil filter. Remember, that's a 15,000 mile oil filter. So we just know once a year, 15,000, whichever comes first, okay? So a couple other advantages here with this is you're going to get 75% more wear protection, more wear, a horsepower and protection against wear, and that's all associated and tested against the API SN Plus spec. All right, 72% more protection against deposits on your turbocharger, which this is a direct injected turbocharger with the EcoBoost. 90% more cleaning power against sludge, 66% against, or it's going to give you better cold flow, and 40% cleaner on the pistons. So outstanding, outstanding protection, and we're going to get that dumped in, and this guy takes 6 quarts. So let me climb on up here and start dumping that in. First one going in. There we go, liquid gold. So another huge advantage of this is because we're only having to change oil every 15,000 miles, you're gonna get a lot less oil waste. So we're gonna help out the mother nature and environment, a lot less oil waste, a lot less oil filters going into a landfill, and talk about downtime. For a fleet, this is perfect. We can keep those trucks out on the road making money. Downtime is killer, I think we can all agree in that. So we want to keep it protected. We're going to better protect the equipment. We're going to cut that downtime. We're going to help the environment out, and it's going to save you money in the long run. Absolutely. So got number 1 in. Move on to number 2. All right, last quart, 6 full quarts. All in there, liquid gold. So the AMSOIL Advantage. Smart, smart, smart guy. So if you're an AMSOIL fan, you'd like to upgrade to AMSOIL and start experiencing the same benefits that I did 12 years ago when I became a dealer, I highly recommend becoming one of our, if you're do-it-yourselfer like me, I highly recommend becoming a preferred customer. And what that is it's a preferred customer program which is going to save you 25% off of retail, and they're going to drop ship anything to your house, right to your doorstep, at free shipping anything over $100. So you get the newsletter, comes out, there's some referral benefits, there's different points that you can earn, that you can redeem for money off your next order. It's perfect for DIY. A lot of my friends, my own parents, love you mom, love you dad, our preferred customers, many of my police co-workers. Great program. If you own a repair shop or a parts store, you can receive 30% off of retail. And we also going to give you, if you are a parts store, we're going to give you 4% into a co-op credit bank, which we can use for advertising supports and signage and banners and all those goodies. As well as if you're an installer, you can earn up to 40% off of retail, depending upon when you go and order throughout the year. So if you're a commercial fleet, or a maybe municipality or something like that,